Hello friends, today we discuss about economic order quantity. Economic order quantity means here we have to find out the size of order of material at which total inventory cost is minimum. Inventory cost includes number one, ordering cost, that is the cost of ordering an inventory, which include making purchase order and receiving goods by the supplier to the store manager, that is transportation cost. Carrying cost includes the cost of maintaining inventory in the store or warehouse, which includes storage cost, that is the rent of the warehouse or store, lighting expenses of the store manager's salary or workers' wages, handling cost that the store manager has to incur by giving it to the workers for transferring goods from the store to the production department. And last one is insurance of raw material. Now, for the detailed discussion about economic order quantity and what is the order size, we take an example that the annual requirement of raw material is 12,000 units. Now, first, how many orders we have to give to the supplier? What is the order size? What will be the cost per order? Here we take the example, that is the cost per order is 100 rupees, and number 2 is carrying cost is the cost of maintaining inventory. The carrying cost here is, suppose we have two warehouses. First one, the rent of this warehouse is 4,000, but the raw material capacity is less, and the rent of big warehouse is 8,000 rupees per annum, which has more capacity of maintaining raw material. Now, first, if we have to give a single order of 12,000 units, here the order size is 12,000 and the cost per order is 100 only, because we have given only a single order. Here the carrying cost, because when we purchase 12,000 units of raw material, we are requiring 8,000 rent warehouse, that is the warehouse that has the capacity of holding 12,000 units. So here our carrying cost is 8,000 rupees and the total inventory cost is 8,100. Number 2, if we take another example and give two orders of 6,000 units, here when we give two orders, our ordering cost is 100 plus 100, that is 200, but our carrying cost is less because now we can take this warehouse which has a less capacity, and our carrying cost is 4,000 rupees and the total inventory cost is 4,200. Now we discuss how this order size is to be calculated. Here the economic order quantity is calculated with the help of following formula, that is under root 2AO upon C. A means annual consumption. What is the annual requirement of raw material? O means cost per order. If we give one order to the supplier, what is the cost that the store will incur? And C is the cost of carrying per unit of material. Now from the following information we have to calculate economic order quantity. Here L1 consumption, that is A equals to 6,400 units. O ordering cost equals to rupees 100 per order. Carrying cost, when the carrying cost is given in percentage, we have to calculate it on cost per unit, that is rupees 20. Now the carrying cost is 20 into 10%, that is rupees 2. When we put these values in the above formula, we get economic order quantity under root 2 into annual consumption is 6400 into cost per order is 100 rupees and the carrying cost is rupees 2. So our order size is 800 units, which means if we give an order of 800 units each time, then our total inventory cost, that is ordering cost and carrying cost, is minimum. Now next we have to find out how many such orders we have to place to the supplier in a year. For this we have to use this formula, annual consumption upon EOQ or order size. Annual consumption is 6400 units and the EOQ and the order size is 800 units per order. Now how many orders we have to give in a year? That is 8 orders we have to give in 1 year. Now the second question is that when we give first order of 800 units and second order of 800 units, what is the time gap between first order and second order? This question can be answered with the next formula, that is number of working days or months in a year. Here we take the example that there are 12 months in a year and the number of orders are 8. So after every 1.5 month we will give the order of 800 units. To clear more, we take another example of EOQ, number of orders and time gap. Here we have an assumption of 360 days in a year. The information here is annual consumption is 18,000 units. Cost per order, that is O, is 150 rupees and annual carrying cost, that is C, is 5.4. So first we have to find out economic order quantity. Economic order quantity, the formula of calculating it is 2 into annual consumption, that is 18,000 units, and ordering cost, that is 150 rupees per order, and annual carrying cost per unit per annum is 5.40. So our economic order quantity here is 1000 units. Next we have to find out number of orders in a year. So the formula of number of orders equals to annual consumption, that is 18,000 units, divided by order size or EOQ. Here the annual consumption is 18,000 units and the economic order quantity or the order size is 1000 units. So we have to give 18 such orders of 1000 units to the supplier. And last we have to find out time gap between two orders. Number of working days in a year is 360 days and number of orders are 18. So the time gap between first and second order is 20 days. After every 20 days we give an order of 1000 units. Now when we solve the questions, in questions we are comfortably find out what is the annual consumption of raw material and ordering cost. But in case of carrying cost includes such type of cost, that is cost of working capital is also included in carrying cost, cost of rent, insurance, etc. is also included in carrying cost, storage cost and interest rate is also included in carrying cost. Now when the carrying cost is given in percentage, then we have to calculate it on cost of purchasing an unit or cost per unit. And when it is given in rupees, then we can straightly take this amount. So in this video we understand what do you mean by economic order quantity, that is the order size where our ordering cost and carrying cost is minimum. Number 2, the formula of calculating economic order quantity. Next, number of orders and time gap between two orders. Now in next video, we understand how the stock levels are calculated.